Doreen Grand-Pichet is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
I want to get back to Haley. Yes, Haley, I got it right that time, I think, who wrote in earlier and said single mom, and she gave us a little bit more information, and she's feeling very overwhelmed. I'm just going to consolidate Haley and then tell me if I got anything wrong. She feels a little suffocated, and she doesn't have a big family, so she doesn't have a whole lot of support. She's got some PTSD. She's a recovering addict, says that her child absolutely saved her life, but she's afraid to discipline him because she's afraid that she'll do it too much. And she says, I really need to find some peace. But she says she has some anger issues and afraid of disciplining him because she doesn't want to lose control and get too upset. So first of all, we're sending you hugs and telling you you're doing an amazing job. And also, can I say that her biggest question is about CBD tea and tinctures.
Okay. So Haley, there's a bunch of stuff I want to tell you, and I need you to find in your area some sort of support, first of all. Like you can, if you were in the LA area, I know that the Ed Asner Family Center is a really good community center. You need some sort of community center where, I know that there's also a lot of like centers that are like, in the Jewish community, there's a lot. You might want to ask your church, or I don't know what your religion is, but there are support communities that are there so that you, in case you need a place of people who are willing to just step in and help, because I'm a trained behaviorist. I'm a licensed psychologist. I know what I'm doing with kids with autism. I've been working with them for years and years. And if it was me and I was alone and I had a child on the spectrum, I wouldn't be able to handle it alone. So it's not about you. It's just a very, very big job and you need support. So my first advice to you is to try to find that village who's going to be there for you. So that's super, super important. Because once you have that, you are less likely to get angry, less likely to lose it, because there are people who are helping you, yourself, helping you. It's not just about helping you with your child. It's about helping you feel supported, helping you feel like you can handle this, helping you feel like, the anxiety is not going to be taking over your life. So, and especially if you are a recovering addict, it's a big deal because, as you know, so we go back to addictions in order to self-medicate. And I don't want you to get to that point. And you noted also that you have PTSD. So I want you to find a group of people, a community that's super important, that will be there to help you, support you. The second thing is that you need to see a psychiatrist and take care of your own needs. As I said, you cannot take care of your child. There's always, whenever I'm on a plane, Shannon, and they say, put your own mask on before you help your child. It's the opposite of our instincts as parents, because we're always trying to take care of our kids before ourselves, but you have to take care of yourself first. And without that, it's just not going to work. You're not going to survive it. So you need to find a psychiatrist who will help you and give you medication. Fortunately, SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SNRIs, that also control norepinephrine, are very, very helpful with anxiety and depression. Extremely helpful. When you find the right medication, you are not anxious. It's just that simple. You take the medication. It doesn't change your personality. It doesn't change anything about you. It just helps you feel less worried all the time. And that is extremely empowering because you're not any longer in a kind of ongoing panic mode. And now you're like, okay, today is another day, I can handle this. And then that's when your mind starts to work, and then you start to figure out and organize things in a way that you can live and you can handle it. And honestly, if you do those two things, you'll see that it'll be a huge change for you. Now, once you're there and you want to figure out what to do with your child, I suggest, and there are a lot of ABA organizations around the country now, and also health insurance covers ABA. So I really would suggest that you try to get your child in an ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis program, because not only will your child significantly benefit from having ABA, but it'll be a time for you that you don't have to worry about your child. They're in their ABA center, and they're also getting ready for life, and they're getting ready for school. So that is definitely the best thing to do. But one thing at a time. The first thing I want you to do is try to just get some support from maybe the church or your whatever your religious affiliation is, or a community center. And perhaps if you write in, we might know of some depending on where you are, and we can certainly help with that. You're on mute, Shannon.
She did write in, sorry about that. She did write in and say that she's in Utah, and I don't know where in Utah. Utah is a big state, but I know there's a relatively new center at the Utah Valley University. It's called the Melissa Nellison Center for Autism, and I know there's a wide variety of services that they offer there. Including, you asked about tinctures and things like that. I know that they talk about ABA there, and they're trying to unite. I only know about this center because we followed it in the news, and I have some friends who teach at that university. But I don't have firsthand information about the center itself, but I know it's a very eclectic approach, that there is ABA there, that there is help for both providers and parents and individuals on the spectrum. And I know that they even talk about oils there, but it's not the only thing, but they're not closed-minded to it, is I guess what I want to say, because we covered the fact that millions of dollars were given to the center by one of the two, I just don't remember which one of the two oils companies that are in Utah that fight it out all the time. One of them donated a lot of money to that particular center. So if you're near Orem, that might be a place to start. I believe that they have counseling there as well. And she did write in and say that CBT ends up being the thing that helps her the most. But I hope that you will find that network. I know that it's available in Utah. There are a lot of parents in Utah. Utah used to be the state that was rated last for autism services, and they got very busy with making sure. And now I think they are right up there in the top 10 of states that have services for autism. So take a look at what's close to you.
If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time on autismnetwork.com. We hope to see you there.